Hey everybody, welcome to this Best of the Brokers. I am so happy and delighted to have Sonia Leonard here, located down in Texas, and she's going to tell us exactly where she is. But she is one of the people that I've known for a long time. We've had the same business coach. She knows Texas. She knows her business. She's just got awarded #3 in her office for last year in the middle of a pandemic. I saw that on social media. So I want to give you a shout out, right? We are award-winning people, and we know the best of the best, as I've said many times before. If you know somebody who's on the move, both Sonia and I can connect you with professionals who have integrity, who are very experienced, and who are very relational. So Sonia, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you, Heidi. Well, thank you. It's so good to see you. And back at you for all those awesome things you said about me. Totally goes the other way too. So delighted to know you and have that resource up there in the Tacoma, Washington area. So yes, what did you ask me? Where I'm in South Lake. That's the city where I'm at, and that's located right between the Metroplex, Dallas and Fort Worth. So I'm right between the two. So if you're moving to Dallas or Fort Worth, then I can help you. I may not be the one on the ground because it's such a huge area, and I really want to add value to the area that you're covering. But I do know people all over, so very able to help you find the right agent in the Metroplex.
Fantastic. Awesome. How long have you been in the business? And do you have a team? Or you just you? You obviously have somebody behind you who is.
I do. That's the lovely Leanne. Yeah. So she's the magic, the wind beneath my wings. Right. So it's all down to Leanne. I've been selling for 17 years, and I'm with Remax. I've been with Remax for 15, and so I have Leanne, who's my office manager and client facing, well, not so much client facing, but client care, I guess. Right. She does pretty much what happens behind the scenes. And then I have a transaction coordinator, Tiffany, who makes it happen from contract to close. Other than that, it's just me. Yes. But I do, I mentor and train agents in our office, because I want to teach them the Buffini way. Right. And then my mentees are always anxious to take on projects. So right now, many of my buyers are working with my mentees directly, and then I'm helping them get the deals closed because it's so crazy out there with showing of buyers. So I'm pretty blessed right now, focusing on listings a little bit more than normal.
Right, because we need listings all across the country. We need listings. We are in a very much in the seller's market here, and you know. Right. We have been saying the Seattle market is coming to Tacoma. The Seattle market is Tacoma. Yes. And we are waiving everything and huge earnest money and non-refundable deposits, and about a week's worth of inventory on the market right now. So
unbelievable. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, as spring comes, we're in spring, but as April, May, June come, you know, we're hoping to have more inventory, but we're only going to have maybe like 2 weeks of inventory on the market.
Yeah, I know. We're going to double it all the way to 2 weeks.
So, yeah. So tell us, why do people come to your city, and what do you love about where you live?
Yeah, that's a really good question, Heidi. So historically, we've had good job opportunity here in North Texas. We've got a lot of big employers, and we've had many more recently that have come here. We've got Toyota's here, Fidelity. We've got a big Charles Schwab complex near here. So job has always been strong. Before we even had people migrating this way because of whatever has changed in their world from the pandemic. So that's always been good. We have, by your standards, I think probably we have affordable real estate. So we can get a nice house for more moderately priced than in a lot of places. But specifically in the town where I live, our inventory is, our average sales price probably in the 800s now. So that's kind of considered rather pricey for the area. Right. But we have fabulous schools. School district is exemplary rated, and so that brings a lot of people to the actual South Lake as a city.
Right.
We are about 12 minutes from the airport, so that helps for people that need to travel and commute for business.
Right.
So that's a big draw. And then, of course, with the jobs and everything that goes to it. But right outside of South Lake, you can buy houses in the 400s and 500s and get a really nice piece of real estate. And you may not be in the top school district, but you're definitely in a well-rated school district. So
good.
Typically, that's the reasons.
Okay, those are good. And what do you love about where you live? Like, what do you love? Do you have a favorite coffee place? Do you have a favorite place you like to go for a walk, take the dog?
Yeah. Oh, let's see.
Yeah.
It's I recently built a home, another new home, and so we've been in there for a year and absolutely love my new home.
Sure.
And it's a beautifully designed neighborhood. We have walking trails, and we have community pool, and we have lakes.
Oh, nice.
And it's just we're not far from the city, but we're not in the city.
Right.
But we're not close. We're close to everything else. Like, we're not forever away from a grocery store. I mean, I want to have some space, but I don't want to drive forever to go to the store. Right. So we have everything close, but not too close. And we have a little bit of space, and we have some green belt views. This is a very pretty place to live.
Yeah. Good. So we touched a little bit about what's happening in your market. Do you want to share anything else about what's happening? What's it like for buyers? What's it like for sellers?
It's a crazy fast seller's market, which I have never seen a market like this in 17 years of selling. Right. And in Texas, we rarely have crazy appreciation. It's very boringly slow. But all of a sudden, we're getting double digits. We're getting offers hugely over, 10% more over asking. We've never had this. Right. So we're getting a lot of sellers that are just going to sell because they can. I don't know where they're going to live. That's another problem. But if they have the opportunity to do something creative, then they're trying to sell and capitalize on the market. So we're making a lot of money on our equity, whether we're just making it to sit on it or we're selling. Right. So that's the market. Buyers are having a hard time, multiple offers. Our first-time home buyers, it's a very, very big challenge that I don't really know what the solution is, but we're writing like 20, 25 offers for a buyer before they land one, and we're getting upwards of 30 offers on every listing in the first 24, 30, 48 hours. Right. It can't last for too much longer. I hope it doesn't, because it's not fun for anybody right now.
It is not, no, except for the seller when they take their check to the bank.
Yeah.
I was likening it to we actually just sent out an email to all of our buyers to just be really straight up honest with them about what's happening in our market. Mm-hmm. And maybe this isn't the market for them to buy in, because I called it bonkers. Yeah. Bonkers. And, I likened it to back in, 2007, 2009, when the market crashed. And I was sitting down with sellers, just as you were, Sonia, talking to them about, like, you're going to have to drop your price $50,000 in order to keep up with a market that's depreciating. So we have negotiated low offers for our clients. And now, in order to help our buyers win, we have to negotiate high numbers for them. And so it feels like it's so out of whack. It was out of whack then, it's out of whack now. And I think as an industry, we're all hoping for something to be a little bit more balanced. Around here, I'm not seeing it. We have mountains and water. There's nowhere to build, right? There's not enough rentals. There's not enough housing in general. So anyways, thanks. I want to share that. So I knew you could emphasize with that, that conversation. And when we were negotiating and beating our sellers up, now our buyers are getting beat up, and we all just want to get back to something a little bit more normal in a lot of different ways. Yeah. Very sure. Good. Okay. Well, hey, I just wanted to check in with you. If you are watching this or listening to this, and you know somebody who's moving to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, or outside, anywhere in Texas, anywhere across the country, both Sonia and I, we know the best of the best brokers across the country who are really relational, who have a lot of integrity, are professionals and experienced, and will look out for your best interest. And so we just want to invite you to call us, have a conversation with us, email us, get us on social media. We'd love to hear from you. And then now I'm just going to have a little fun. So what are you listening to? Are you listening to any podcasts or reading any books? Do you have a favorite song you're listening to over and over again?
So on the podcasts, I'm a big fan of Brian Buffini's podcasts. I think once you get used to listening to those, other podcasts are harder because he's so good, so professional of an interviewer and so insightful with his questions. So that's definitely my go-to on a podcast. And then many of the people that he interviews, I'll listen to them too. So that's kind of how I source my information on the podcast. And I am a big podcast fanatic. And then the other one I'm listening to right now daily is a Bible in a Year podcast that I started in January, and I've listened for, I think we're on like 97. So that allows me to achieve a goal of reading the Bible from the beginning to the end in a year. So that's been fun.
Good.
Music wise, not, actually what I am listening to, my daughter created me a Spotify playlist for my birthday.
Oh, fun.
Everything is like about 3 hours long, but all the songs are meaningful to her, and times that she remembers that things that happened in, the family and everything. So that's my go-to listening right now because it's just so special.
Right. Wow, that must have taken her some time to do that. That is a precious gift. Yeah.
It was a really cool gift.
Yeah. I just sent my girls Hanson because it came up on my my car, and I was like, oh my gosh, do you remember this song? And they're like, Mom, stop, just stop. Like, bop, bop, doo.
We try. I know. We try and impress them. It doesn't work.
Yeah. Well, tell us how we can find you. We're going to put this out on social media, on mine, and of course you'll get some links to that to it all, and you'll be able to share it. But how do we find you? If we wanted to call up or text you?
Yeah, you can do any of the above. So my website, you can find me there. It's my name, sonialeonard.com. Email is sonia@sonialeonard.com. On Facebook, Sonia Leonard Real Estate. And I can read my phone, 817-714-6292. Catch that, it's my phone.
That's good.
So yeah, pretty simple. I answer my phone.
I know.
Text back, harder these days, but I do.
Yeah. And I really appreciate it. I've known Sonia for a long time, and I just really appreciate that she calls and she checks on me, and she's always trying to connect with us as professionals across the country. And I like watching her, enjoying her life, the good life, and watching her mentor so many people in her industry, and helping to level them up to the level that she is. And whoever your mentees are really blessed to have you, Sonia, because
thanks, Heidi.
You're showing them the good life, and that is a great thing. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Thanks to you, and say hi to Tim for me.
I will say hi to Tim. He will appreciate that. I'm gonna